Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode here on our single player world. Today we are going to be starting our next 20 episodes worth of awesome stuff which we're going to build out here. This is pretty much the farming 20 episodes that we've got planned here. We're going to be doing a bunch of agricultural stuff, I guess, farms, anything we can think of. If you guys have got any ideas, let me know because it's still early. We could easily change a lot of ideas that I've come up with, and you guys have also come up with a lot of these ideas. And we've got time to fix them up if you want to fix them up. If you want to add something, let me know down in the comment section straight away. And we can see what we can do. We can see if we can build one of these things. Now, what the plan is why I'm walking all the way here, is I want to talk to you guys about what I think we need to do for this next 20 episodes. So from our base, we see this area and it's a pretty boring area. I think we need to do something about it. And what the plan is right now we're going to go and do a bit of planning. So actually, we plan to make plans. So plan number one, we probably will let's use a bit of cobblestone, plop that down there, take out a bit of that, maybe 2 will be enough, and we're just going to use this as planning stuff, all right? So don't get all upset about me using cobblestone. This is just for planning. All right, so what we want to do is we want to have ourselves in this next 20 episodes. We want to build around this farm area. Like, I'm not 100% happy with this farm, but I'm sure it'll be all right. I don't actually mind it that much. So what we want to do is we want to put a windmill down. So let's first plan out where we want our windmill. And what I was thinking windmills are actually really big, and we can make a really, really big one. And from our base, it'll look a decent size if we do it a bit further back. So what I was thinking is perhaps doing one around this far. You can see we still load in from the base. That is our far towers over there. Oh, sorry, that one there's the far tower. So you can still see it from the far tower. It'll look nice and far away, and I think this will be really, really good. So what we can do is we can plan out just how big we want it, and hopefully we can see this from here. We'll probably go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was thinking that could be big enough. It might be a very big radius actually for us to fix up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I place it on the 9th or did I? Oh man, why did I do this to myself? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we placed it on the 9th one. Easy. All right, so we'll get onto that and we'll just put that up one more, and we'll see how that goes. So we'll have to come back to that. We're not going to do that straight away. The next thing I was thinking that we should do is perhaps build a silo. And from our base, looking out in this direction here, it seems to be pretty plain. And I thought, a silo would actually be pretty cool to have in here. So if I don't actually know how I'm going to be building this. I've got absolutely no clue for this one. But if we could maybe do 2 silos or 3 silos around here. And I'm thinking just big cylinders. And we'll make them functional as well, I hope. I think that'll be a bit of fun to do. And we'll probably put them, let's also do them a little bit further back so we can make them functional. So we'll do this. And when I say functional, I mean like they will store all of our wheat. So let's do that. And we'll place in like maybe, let's just do that. We'll do a cross here. Okay, so we'll do 5, maybe 7 across will be large, like there, and we'll do this here. So we'll do that there. So 7, what is that? That's way bigger than that one. Okay, cool. So we'll get rid of that, and we'll see how this goes. So we'll probably put 2 of these. We'll just place 1 down for now. So we've got a bit of a plan of our whereabouts in this place at least. Now, the next step is pretty much what we're going to do, and what I plan on doing this episode is flattening a lot of this land, and also putting in like, maybe we can start thinking of how we're going to divide this, because I want this farm to have a bunch of wheat, a bunch of other stuff as well, like carrots, I was about to say tomatoes, beetroot, potatoes, every Minecraft thing that we can make, I want this farm to have. Not only that, I also want to have some animal pens where we've got animals in. And obviously, this is an animal pen, and also just all that sort of stuff, just things that we need, wagons, what else is there? There's other things that farms have, and we want to do that. So let's have a look from here. You can see there will be a nice big windmill, and I want it to be fairly high and chunky, so that will be good. And from that side, we should be seeing 2 silos popping up over there, which will look very, very good. And really this area, if you want to know what I think of this area, I think this area is built for this part of the base, so that we have something to look out onto, because normally our base, we're just looking into our base, and it looks better from the outside inwards versus like the inside out, if you get what I mean. Although I enjoy just walking through, for instance, that area there, it just feels really good looking up at buildings. It feels very, very I don't know, medieval-esque, I guess. I don't know. But this will be good if we can just level out a bunch of this stuff. And then we'll also get in a few dividing things here. So in this trusty thing here, by the way, I'll get into a bit more, but there we've got a bunch of dirt, which we're going to be using. But have a look at this. Remember I said I didn't have much stone? I actually took this stone from some chests that were outside this. We got a little bit of stone. But then I forgot that I put down hoppers going into, let's just go slowly, into chests down there. And I think we've even got another hopper and chest combo below that, which is pretty cool. So we actually are not short on stone at all, which is great. So we didn't have to go mining for a long time. In fact, I haven't been mining in months on this world. I'm not even kidding you. Like, it's a few months since I've been mining. So that's a good thing, I guess. I don't really feel like mining right now. I'm loving building. And I don't mind a bit of a mining session either, I must admit. I don't mind them. What we might do is we need to find one of these that have the shulker boxes in. And I'm going to make myself a shulker box of... won't be in that one. A shulker box of the dirt, so we can carry our dirt with us. Oh man, I really need to find these things. Maybe I've got some in the base. We'll have a look in the base. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the shulker boxes, I'm going to get dirt, and we can slowly level that out and hopefully get some differences. I'm also, well, some variance in the ground that looks a bit more gradual, because it's very choppy. Like, it's a very choppy ground. I might actually just show you quickly. Look at that. Very choppy, just up, down, up, down, up, down. I want this to be somewhat more smooth, but I don't want to get rid of all of the bumps and stuff in the land. I like them, just not the way they are right now. Do I have any shulker boxes in here? No. Alright guys, so quite a bit has happened. I've flattened out a bit more of this land, and I moved the, what's his name thing, the windmill to here, and you can see quite a bit of the windmill's already built. it's been a few hours now, and I've been just messing around, playing, like, I haven't been here all the time, but I mean, I've been playing around with a bit of the shape and a bit of stuff that I want to do with this. You can see, let's actually hop on down here. We'll just wait till we get down on the ground. It's just been a lot of messing around with heights and widths and stuff like that, just trying to get this thing to look in proportion to what I want the rest of the base to do. And also, I did a bit of research on what these things look like. And in general, the idea that I originally had was a bit different to what I'm doing. But I decided also, considering what they look like, is also very bit different to what I'm doing. I decided it was a good idea to try a few different things and I think give our own spin on it, and I think that's what we're going to do here. So what I discovered with windmills is that they generally don't actually have this bottom piece here. But what I decided was, you know what, let's give it our own flair, and we put our little roof on the bottom there, and I think it'll give a good bit of separation. Now, this stone is it's temporary. Don't worry about it. It's not actually going to be there. It's just building blocks that we're going to be using, and I'm pretty sure we actually may change this oak over here for a bit of spruce, which we've actually got over there. So whatever the colors and the combinations and whatever it is over here, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. It's unimportant. It's just going to be there for now, and we'll change it. However, I am thinking bone block over here, and that's purely because I wanted a white windmill, and that's the only reason we want bone block there. So I think it will be a good thing to have here, and I think it'll really look quite good from afar being a white windmill. Now, you can see I've decided, because what happens is I've got this sort of shape where they go quickly in and kind of go very slowly up like that, so they'll pull down and flick out a bit. I've gone only a few blocks up, then a few more, then even a few more there to a bit more narrow of a top of this thing. Now, the top is actually probably going to be the most trickiest part, and we won't get to that for today, I don't think, but it's worth a try for us to kind of have a look at what we're going to be doing on the base here. Now, the next thing that I'm planning on doing is probably putting in these sides and getting a proper cylinder, kind of, I don't know if it's cylinder, more of a cone cross cylinder thing in here to fill the top in. And you can see it's actually quite large. It's actually very large of a build, so look at this. Oh, when we come in, oh, grab that. So you can see how many blocks, if you guys want to build this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 blocks wide that way, and I've done my own custom, like, circle. I'm not too sure if that's the way you actually meant to do an 8 wide circle, but it's the way that I came up with it. If you guys ever wonder what's going on, that's what's happening over there. And that's pretty much what it looks like. So hopefully this comes out as I want it. Now, the next thing I think I'm going to do with this is we'll probably get this stuff done, and then I want to put in a few little, like, support rims around it and some supports. Oak, maybe, if we do use oak, or spruce if we use spruce. support logs in there as well to just make it a bit more reinforced looking. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have to do the top, and obviously it's going to be facing this direction with the blades, and that's purely because we want to see it from our base. And that's what we're going to do there. So we're going to probably, actually, I was just, this might be a very dumb idea, but I'm just thinking. If we managed to get this on a diagonal, these blades, that could actually be a very interesting build. Very, very interesting, in fact. So I may have a look into that, but I think if I do, I'll do that in a creative world. I definitely don't want to do what I've done here. And look at my pick. Look at that. It's all super low. We've actually got to go back. In fact, we got to probably take a trip to the mending village and then go take a trip to our skeleton farm very soon. In fact, I might even just do that in between now and later. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at. I'm pretty happy with the way it's coming out. I was planning on doing a bit of planning around the fields and stuff. I mean, obviously we started off in the fields, but this kind of just bit me, and I wanted to do it also in the middle because I thought it would be a bit easier to have stuff going in all different directions out from the windmill. I think that would look a lot nicer, and just in general, I thought it was a good idea. So that's why it's out in the middle. Okay, so a bit of an update on what this is looking like. Now, let me just get on top of that. You can see I've done a few rows here, and it's very, very straight. You can see these patterns forming in there, and we don't really like that. So don't worry about that. That will be going. We will show you how we're going to get rid of that. But I've kind of run into a bit of a tricky situation here, which is I was expecting. It was completely expected, and oh man, it's about to go nighttime as well. But that is over here. You can see that these we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matching up over there, but we've only got 2 over there. So we've got to kind of plan out how we're going to be coming up with these. So if we come in like this, hopefully, I haven't actually played around with this. Hopefully this actually works, that we don't even have to think, you know what I mean? Like hopefully they just line up perfectly immediately. So we've got that there. We got to go up one more. It's 4 blocks high on this row. And then if we do this, there'll be 4 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when we get to the top, I think we might actually, I think this is going to be, like, the way this works is I think it gets rid of 1 each time. That's actually perfect. Alright, so the problem that I thought we had, we don't actually have, and we may as well just finish it off before it becomes nighttime, and this place officially becomes a mob spawner. So, let's actually, I would love to see how many mobs we get in here, just overnight. Actually, they're probably all spawning out around, this night at least. But yeah, we probably should just, do a bit of stuff with that lighting, I guess. So, also, oh man, we're going to be short of bone blocks. We're going to have to go AFK at our fish farm. Oh, not fish farm. We don't even have one of those. Our, skeleton farm. Why am I saying fish farm? In fact, I actually got a few comments the other day about a fish, doing an AFK fishing farm. This isn't going to work, is it? That is a bit odd. So perhaps let's go back here and have a look at what this looks like from this side. Glad there's no mobs on the roof. Okay, if we went up in there, we got those there. We could possibly, I mean, we're gonna fall 1. What? Yeah, get away from me, Sputter. There we go. Perhaps what we could do is halfway up this one, just knock it in again. Although that kind of feels a bit odd. Yeah, we shouldn't have to do that. Maybe if I just go up, it might end up working out alright. So that's a bit of a tricky situation. I love looking at the designs I came up for roofs with in the beginning. Look at this. What is going on with this? Man, I don't even know. And the other thing which I noticed with this building, actually, have a look at this. When you come around this side, I didn't even put windows in on this. Oh man, it's funny to see what has happened over time with our building. Like what has changed. Oh, thank you, Creeper. Thank you for messing up my day. Alright, well, I guess I'll sleep the night away. Alright, so it's been about a day since the last cut that we've done, Minecraft Day at least. And you can see I've got a little bit of a thought here because it was looking very odd. And I decided let's try take these up just a tiny bit. And I think that's making a bit of a difference to this. And I'm actually quite happy with what's happening here. But as you can see, that's all we got. We got to get some more bone blocks. So that's a pity. By the way, I did fix those. So that's good. We got those done. Now, the next thing that I'm thinking we could probably do today, because I'm kind of feeling that maybe we can build this tower over a few episodes, and I also need to get stuff. I don't want to finish it all in one episode, because it's a lot of work, actually. So what we're going to do today for the rest of this episode, I guess, or maybe a part of this now, is we are going to go out and plan a little bit more, because we did a bit of planning first, but we didn't quite finish all of our planning. So perhaps, by the way, I'm loving looking at our city from here. But yeah, perhaps we can maybe do a little bit of planning of our crops. There we go. Mob farm. Straight away. Yeah. Thank you. Skeletons. Okay, we'll leave them. We'll just leave them there. Now, the plan is that maybe we could even test out a few fence ideas. But what we want to do is we want to make a few crops. Like, we can split this up to have a wheat farm and to have a carrot farm, as we say. We've got every single farm we can do here. Every single crop, at least. So, this is it here. We can maybe take out these and a few of those, and we can have a few fence ideas for this. Now, I'm thinking, if we do this, we probably need to make sure that we have a path going out. Let's just get that guy. Who just shot me? Did I just get shot from somewhere that I don't, like, I did not see a single skeleton? Is there like a, because he's got thorns on? Has he got like a thorns? Why did that hit me? Is it on his chest plate? That was very, very odd. Okay, that's very, very odd. Well, yeah, we'll ignore that. With this door, this entrance here, by the way, I'm planning on pushing it in just a little bit, but we'll get to that in the future. Oh, because you walked into. Okay, you're happy with me. We're friends. All right. So the plan is that coming out of here, we'll have like this area around being a bit of just wasted space, I guess. And then we're going to have a few paths going pretty straight to here and then kind of working their way around the farm. And I'm planning on just doing like a few fence things like this, for instance. And well, this is my thought at least. So tell me what you think about it. Because I get the feeling this will be a decent idea, at least. Having like fences which are kind of made up like that, broken kind of, and you can see them with like little pieces like that, maybe one coming out like there. In fact, we wanted a break in it, just so that it gives us a path to follow, and it also kind of makes a proper fence. So let's just get a few of these out the way, and we'll just test out some. Oh man, I thought I got rid of it off my. Oh man. So let's do that, and we'll do a few paths like this, and we'll obviously be using this path because the path block is a path, and I think it works really, really well specifically for farm paths, like these sorts of paths that we're going to be looking for. See this here? Don't need it. Don't need it. Doesn't help anything. We can get rid of that. Flatten it. I don't want to get everything too flat, but I also don't want to get everything looking like that, so maybe we can let that one go. Alright, so we do that. There. And how's that for a path? Maybe this is a little bit high. Although, perhaps just adding in extras will maybe make it seem like it's not as high, in fact. So we'll do that. We'll just do something along these lines here. Yeah, that could work. And then on this side as well, we can do stuff like there. Okay, we don't have enough, but yeah, that seems to work, I think. I'm pretty happy with that as like a choice for an idea. For our paths, and as I said, we want our path to go out this way here, and we'll clear out a bit of these. What happened to all these guys? Did they all despawn? Butter, you're really picking with the wrong guy. That was actually a terrible fight. All right, so let's do this over here, just to get a bit of a plan going on. There and there. Yeah, I think this will work. I'm pretty sure. I want to just explain to you what the plan is. In between these different crops that I was talking about, we want to have these paths, in fact. I don't know if I made that clear, but we want to have these paths in between each and every one of those, just to split them up. And also, I think it'll be a good bit of breaking up of the look of the farm, at least. So let's just go down a bit, and we'll kind of plan it out a little bit more as well. We're also planning on going on this side of it. Just for completion's sake, we're going to go on the back of the windmill as well. So pretty much imagine there's another path going out this way, a few like paths going out this way, making almost a roadway actually. in our farm, just because I think it'll look cool having things going across, things going there, as if we've taken plows through, and I think that will be very, very good. So I'm pretty happy with the way this is turning out. I'm actually very happy with the fact that we've started up on this. I'm really, really excited for this. And by the way, my idea of doing it on the diagonal, I think we're going to try it. I think it's worth a try, because it'll be a very interesting build, at least. And from that side of the city, I think it will look very, very cool having a diagonal windmill blade versus one straight on. It's a little bit different, and I'm happy with that. So I think for today, guys, we're going to call this episode done. And I'm pretty sure that we've got a bunch done. Let me tell you that. It's actually taken quite a bit of time for me to get this far. Even though this doesn't look like anything spectacular, it is something that required a lot of work. And in fact, the shaping of this is what takes the most time. So we're going to be doing a bit more shaping. And hopefully in the next episode, you guys will see a little bit of a difference in what I've done with the shaping of this. But hopefully it all turns out all right. I'm sure it will. It always does. We'll work out something if it doesn't work. So that'll be pretty much everything we need to do. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.